Day 31. The Queen of Heaven and the Kingdom of the Divine Will. Passage from Earth to Heaven. Happy entrance. Heaven and earth celebrate the newly arrived. The soul to its glorious Queen. My dear Heavenly Mother, I have returned into your maternal arms, and in looking at you, I see that a sweet smile forms upon your most pure lips. Your attitude today is all of festivity. It seems that there is something more surprising which you want to narrate to me and confide to your child. Holy Mother, I pray you with your maternal hands touch my mind, empty my heart, so that I can understand your holy teachings and put them into practice. Lesson of the Queen of Heaven. Dearest child, today your mother is in festivity because I want to tell you about my departure from earth to heaven, the day in which I finished fulfilling the divine will upon the earth. There was in me neither a breath, nor a heartbeat, nor a step in which the divine fiat did not have its complete act. And this embellished me, enriched me, sanctified me so much that the angels themselves were enraptured. Now you must know that before departing for the heavenly fatherland, I with my beloved John returned again to Jerusalem. It was the last time that I passed upon the earth in mortal flesh, and all creatures, as if they had intuition, prostrated around me. Even from the fish of the seas that I crossed to the smallest bird wanted to be blessed by their queen. I blessed them all and gave them the last goodbye. And so I reached Jerusalem, and withdrawing within an apartment where John brought me, I closed myself within to no longer go out. Now, blessed child, you must know that I began to feel such a martyrdom of love within, united with ardent eagerness to rejoin my Son in heaven, as to consume myself even to feeling sick with love, and I had overwhelming deliriums and swoons of love. I never knew sickness nor any slightest indisposition, because to my nature, conceived without sin and lived by divine will, there lacked the seed of natural evils. If sufferings quartered me so much, they were all of the supernatural order, and these pains were celestial triumphs and honors for your mother. They gave me the occasion for my maternity to be conqueress of many children, rather than being sterile. See, therefore, dear child, what it means to live on divine will. It is to lose the seeds of natural evils which produce not honors and triumphs, but weakness, miseries, and defeats. Therefore, dearest child, listen to the last word of your mother who is about to leave for heaven. I will not depart content if I do not leave my child in safety. Before departing, I want to give you my testament, leaving you for dowry that same divine will which your mother possesses, which has graced me so much, even to making me mother of the Word, lady and queen of the heart of Jesus, and mother and queen of everyone. Hear me, my child. It is the last day of the month consecrated to me. I have spoken to you with so much love of what the divine will worked in me, of the great good that it knows how to do, and what it means to let oneself be dominated by it. I have also spoken of the grave evils of the human volition. But do you believe this has been just to give you a simple narrative? No. Your mother, when she speaks, wants to give. I, in the vent of my love, in each word that I said, bound your soul to the divine fiat and prepared for you the dowry on which you can live rich, happy, gifted with divine strength. Now that I am about to depart, accept my testament. May your soul be the paper upon which I write with the golden pen of the divine volition and with the ink of my ardent love that consumes me, the testification of the dowry that I give you. Blessed child, assure me that you will no longer do your will. Place your hand upon my maternal heart and swear to me that you enclose your will in my heart, so that you may no longer feel it, nor have the occasion to do it, and I will bring it to heaven as triumph and victories of my child. Ah, dear child, listen to the last word of your mother, dying of pure love. Receive my last blessing as seal of the life of the divine will that I leave in you, which will form your heaven, your sun, your sea of love and of grace. In these last moments, your heavenly mother wants to drown you with love, to empty herself in you, provided that she succeeds in hearing your last word, that you would prefer to die, Make any sacrifice rather than give one act of life to your will. Say it to me, my child. Say it to me. A soul to its mother. Holy Mother, in the vent of my sorrow I say to you, crying, if you see that I am about to do an act of my will, make me die. Come yourself to take my soul in your arms and carry me up there in heaven. And with all my heart I promise, I swear to never, never do my will. The Queen of Love. Blessed child, how content I am. I couldn't be sure of narrating to you my departure for heaven if my child upon the earth did not remain safe, gifted with the divine will. But know that from heaven I will not leave you alone. I will not leave you as an orphan. I will guide you in everything, and from your smallest need to the greatest, call upon me, and I will come quickly to be a mother to you. Now, dear child, listen to me. I was still sick with love. The divine fiat to console the apostles and me also permitted, almost in a prodigious matter, that all the apostles except one form a crown for me as I was about to leave for heaven. They all felt a sudden pang in their hearts, and they wept bitterly. I consoled them. I recommended all of them in a special way to the newborn church, and imparted to all my maternal blessing, leaving in their hearts, in virtue of it, the paternity of love towards souls. My dear son did not do other than come and go from heaven. He could no longer remain without his mother. Giving up my last breath and pure love in the interminability of the divine volition, my son received me in his arms and led me to heaven in the midst of the choirs of angels who sang hymns of praise to their queen. I can say that heaven emptied itself to come to meet me. Everyone made merry in my presence, and they became enraptured in admiring me, and all in chorus said, who is she that comes from the exile? All backed by her Lord, all beautiful, all holy, with the scepter of queen. So much is her greatness that the heavens have lowered themselves to receive her. No other creature has entered into these celestial regions so adorned and so special, so powerful, who has supremacy over all. Now, my child, do you want to know who she is, to whom all of heaven sang hymns and caused them to be enraptured? It is I, she who never did her will. The divine volition abounded in me so much that it extended heaven's most beautiful, sun's most refulgent, seas of beauty, of love, of sanctity with which I could give light to all, and enclose within my heaven everyone and everything. It was the operation of the divine will working in me, which had worked a prodigy so great. I was the only creature who had entered into heaven, that had formed its kingdom in my soul. Now all the celestial court, in looking at me, marveled, because looking at me, they found me sky. Looking at me again, they found me sun, and not being able to detach their gaze, looking deeper, they saw in me sea, and they even found in me the most clear earth of my humanity, with the most beautiful efflorescence. And enraptured, they exclaimed, how beautiful she is! She has everything centered in herself. She lacks nothing. Of all the works of her Creator, she is the only complete work of all creation. Now, blessed child, you must know that it was the first beast which was made in heaven to the divine will, which had worked so many prodigies in its creature. So at my entrance into heaven, the entire celestial court celebrated what the divine fiat had worked of beauty, of grandness in its creature. From that time until now, this celebration has not been repeated, and therefore your mother loves so much that the divine will reign in an absolute manner in souls, to give it the freedom to let it repeat its grand prodigies and its marvelous feasts. The soul to its mother. Mother of love, sovereign empress, ah, from heaven where you reign gloriously, turn your compassionate gaze upon the earth and have pity on me. Oh, how I feel the need of my dear mother. I feel life lacking in me without you. Everything is shaky for me without my mother. Therefore, do not leave me halfway along my road, but continue to guide me even to the point that all things are converted for me into will of God, so that you may form in me its life and its kingdom. Little flower of the day. Today, to honor me, You will recite 3 glory bees to the Most Holy Trinity to thank them in my name for the great glory that they gave me when I was assumed into heaven, and you will pray me that I come to assist you at the moment of your death. Exclamation. Heavenly Mother, enclose my will in your heart and leave the sun of the divine will in my soul.